So boys, today we are going to learn about tension force. Tension force is the force that is transmitted through a string, rope or cable or wire when it is pulled from both the sides. Alright, so just imagine a match of tug of war. Alright, so when the rope is straightened, the forces that are acting on both the opposite sides, it's not called actually a force, but it's called as tension in physics. Alright, tension force is directed along the length of the rope, okay, and it pulls equally from both the opposite ends. So for example, if you have a rope like this, then the tension at this side will be equal and opposite to the tension in this side. Make sure that the rope is pulled tightly. If the rope is something like this, then we cannot calculate the tension. Okay, this was a new concept and now we will be solving one question for tension. Okay, the question is, and it is called forces on multiple bodies. The question is that there is a car. The mass of the car is 1600 kilogram. With a coupling wire, cable, whatever you want to call it, it is attached to the trailer of mass 400 kilogram. Okay, the driving force of the car is 5400 Newton east. The question itself tells us to neglect the friction and air resistance. So first thing that comes to our mind is that there is no F friction or drag. So this will be our F net for the horizontal direction. Very important. There is a reason why the question says that neglect the friction and air resistance. In horizontal direction, if there is just one force acting towards the east direction, then this will be taken as our F net. Okay, now let's solve this question. So the first thing we have to calculate is the acceleration of the car and trailer both. First of all, we need to find the total mass. Solving for A. The total mass will be mass of car plus mass of trailer, that will be 1600 plus 400, 2000 kilogram. F net equals to mass times acceleration. F net we know 5400, total mass we know, times acceleration. Acceleration will be 5400 divided by 2000. The answer for acceleration comes out to be 2.7 meter per second square east. Alright. Now second thing we need to calculate is the net force acting on the trailer, only on the trailer. Okay, so how is the net force acting on the trailer? It will be somewhat from this coupling wire. Okay, so we will just take the mass of the trailer. Car and mass are traveling with the same acceleration. So acceleration we already have calculated. So all we have to do is, for the B part, F net equals to mass of the trailer times acceleration. Mass of the trailer is 400 times 2.7, which comes out to be 1080 Newton east. That is F net for trailer. Alright, let's see the third question. Part C. The force applied on the trailer by the car. By calculating BF net, there is no friction. So obviously the answer to this is that the car is applying a force of 1080 Newton east on the trailer. So actually part C we have already calculated, we just need to realize it. So for 3, the force from car to the trailer is 1080 Newton east. These boards. Now the D part. The force applied on the car by the trailer. Now here comes the logic of tension force, that it pulls equally on the objects on the opposite end. So now if the car is pulling the trailer by a force of 1080 Newton, then the cart or trailer is also pulling the car with the same force but opposite direction. Alright, so what will be the answer for the D part? F from the trailer to car will be 1080 Newton but west. Okay, pause the video please. Okay, the question we did earlier, it is exactly same as the first question given to you. Okay, so I am not going to solve the first question as I said. I am moving on to the second question. It is 4.5 sample problem 4. A loaded supermarket shopping trolley with a total mass of 60 kg is left standing on a footpath. Okay, so some of the, let's say I'm the shopkeeper, I'm taking the groceries with me and I'm at a slope. Okay, the slope has an angle of 30 degree. I'm trying to find my car keys. Till then, the trolley starts rolling down. Alright, so the question has given you mass of the trolley, for how long it rolls down. It is said, not said, but you can understand because it was standing and it suddenly starts going, so U was 0 as we did with the dropping of the pen or dropping of the coin. F friction is given in the question 270 Newton. The question asks you to find the final velocity of the trolley. It means it was accelerating and how much distance before it stops. Okay, so here we will be using 3 equations of motions. Out of them we will be using 2. V equals to U plus AT and S equals to UT plus half AT square. But then why this diagram? Why are we making all these complicated things? Because we need to find the acceleration of the trolley. And how will we find it? The first thing you will do is find F net. It's going downwards. So let's say I am taking downside as positive. That is my sign convention. So F net in the x direction will be mg sine theta plus minus force of friction. M we know 60, g we know 9.8, theta we know 30, and we know the force of friction is given 270 Newton. So F net x comes out to be 24 newtons. Using second law of motion, F net equals to mass times acceleration. F net is 24, mass is 60 times A. We don't know A yet. A will come out to be 0.40 meter per second square downhill. Alright, so far so good. Now, basic things. You know that U is 0. You know that T is 9 seconds. We don't know V, we know A. 0.40 meter per second square. We will use V equals to U plus AT. U is 0, it will be simple 9 times 0.4. V will come out to be 3.6 meter per second. Okay, to find out S, we will use the equation S equals to UT plus half AT square. Again U is 0, S equals to half times 0.4 times 9 square. S will come out to be 16.2 meter before it comes to stop. It's a long distance, just because I was trying to find my keys. Alright, so sometimes you will have to mix what you have learned previously and find out the answer. Alright, so now we are going to do 4.5 sample problem 2. When the head of an 80 kilogram bungee jumper is just 24 meter above the surface of the water, her velocity is 16 meter per second downwards. The tension in the bungee jumping cord is 1200 newtons. Air resistance friction neglected. What is her acceleration at that instant? Okay, so I have drawn the diagram. There is no horizontal movement, so I am not worrying about the horizontal. There are two forces acting right now at the bungee jumper. One is the weight towards the earth and one is the tension going from the string. Okay, so what will be my F net? I have taken downwards as positive because she is going down. So what will I do? Plus mg plus, you know this will be plus because it's going down, minus 1200 because tension is going up. Let's calculate mg. 80 times 9.8 minus 1200. F net will come negative. The answer to the F net will be, this will come out to be 784 minus 1200. Let's keep it this way only. Okay, now how will you find out the acceleration? Mass times acceleration. F net is 784 minus 1200 equals to 80 times acceleration. 784 minus 1200 divided by 80 equals to acceleration. Acceleration comes out to be negative 5.2 meter per second square. Either I can write it like this or I can write it like this, 5.2 meter per second square up, because I have removed the minus sign and I have changed the direction as per our sign convention. If you want to take up as positive, by all means take up as positive. A will come positive and you will, because A will come positive, you will write a 5.2 meter per second square up anyway. Okay, now let's understand what is the second question. The second question asks, if her acceleration remained constant during the rest of her fall, would she stop before hitting the water? So actually we need to find that after this point, when she goes down further with a constant acceleration and an initial velocity of 16 meter per second, before stopping, will she hit the water? So before stopping means V is finally 0. U is given 16 meter per second. Acceleration we know 5.2 meter per second square up. Using these things, can we find out S? If the S comes out to be lesser than 24, then we can say that nah, she won't hit the water. But if S comes out to be equal or even more than 24 meters, then yes, she will hit the water. Okay, so let's say V square equals to U square plus 2AS. 0, 16 square plus 2. Now pay attention here, minus 5.2 because our original value of A came negative, times S. You guys can rearrange the equation and find S will come out to be 24.6 meter. Poor girl, she will hit the water. Alright, so now what I want from you is, I have given you 9 questions. They can be or cannot be exactly like these, but I want you to try your best. I need to see first of all diagrams using directions, sign conventions, formulas what you are using. If you are using a inclined plane, I want proper vector drawn, mg cos theta, mg sin theta, everything. And in the last, there are answers provided. I will check if the sequence of the questions I have explained are the same in the document or not, otherwise I'll change it. Okay, thank you so much.